And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And a first down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. On first down, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as they have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Is good.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
This is the tight end fan. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Brendan McManus lining up for the extra.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively? He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gets this one to Hill. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
It's 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
17. Chiefs 14.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Hamler now to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And Kamara with a carry there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like
taking a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He's got his tight end fan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Gordon. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And 3.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Aguilar has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now Kaepernick again. Opening man, he completes it to Judy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
8-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Nelson Aguilar. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape. and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 25. Through again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they try back out there. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Gordon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw, Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
Kaepernick's pass Intended for Jerry Jeudy.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4-yard attempt.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
About to find out. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Tackle made by Kareem Jackson.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Come on, Rock. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
What? Let me finish my game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flushed out right. And they can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
No gain on
another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11. Today's final.
Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes.